Good evening. Welcome to the 2024 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. I am Mrs. Warner, and my co-advisor is Mrs. Riker. We are the co-advisors here at Greenville High School for National Honor Society. We would like to begin by having our student body president lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So Ella, would you please join me, and the rest of you, would you please rise?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will now turn it over to Mr. Hughes to introduce our guests.
Well, good evening and welcome to the National Honor Society induction, November 25th, 2024. On behalf of the Greenville High School staff, I'd like to welcome you. First, I'd like to introduce some special guests in attendance today. Please stand when your name is called. Mr. Doug Fries, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Jim Hooper, Director of Curriculum. Mrs. Jody Harder, Director of Administrative Services. Mr. Brad Gettinger, President of the Board of Education. Mr. Tom Warner, Member of the Board of Education. Mrs. Christy Strasser, Member of the Board of Education. Thank you. This ceremony was established in 1921 to ignite the flames of scholarship, but also fan the sparks of service, leadership, and character in the young minds of our nation. Today, we will recognize the efforts and accomplishments of our students by inducting them as new National Honor Society members. New inductees or selections are based on the 4 criteria inscribed on the Honor Society emblem: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. Where academic excellence is the most recognized characteristic of an NHS member, you also must exhibit exemplary character, leadership, and service to truly fulfill what it means to wear the band. Let's give these students a round of applause.
National Honor Society has been an important part of Greenville City Schools for more than 85 years. Founded in 1934, our chapter is well into its 8th decade of inducting students. Students are selected based on scholarship, leadership, service, and character, the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. At Greenville Senior High School, a cumulative grade point average of a 3.6 for juniors and seniors fulfills the scholarship requirement. Students are then rated on the remaining attributes of leadership, character, and service by the members of the faculty, and the final selection is confirmed by the National Honor Society Advisory Committee. Each student here this evening has demonstrated excellence in scholarship, leadership, service, and character. By the authority invested in me as co-advisor of Greenville High School chapter, today we induct 29 juniors and seniors chosen by the faculty and confirmed by the advisory committee into the National Honor Society. I will announce the names of those to be inducted in alphabetical order. When their name is called, the inductee will meet a current member in the center aisle, be escorted to the stage. Family members will remain at their seats and are encouraged to take pictures while their student walks across the stage. Students will remain seated on the stage until the end of the ceremony. Please hold your applause until all members have been inducted. Adeline Arnett. Drew Beisner. Ainsley Davidson. Margaret Fassett. Tove Garber. Cheyenne Gear. Ava Good. Viola Hilderbrand. Keely Leibig. Madeline Lance. Kira Lechleiter. Sarah Lowdy. Jada Lyons. Aiden Mannix. Jocelyn Nelson. Landon Noble. Kendall Helms. Gabe Rammel. Jocelyn Ryer. Haley Shuttleworth. Annabelle Snyder. Grace Summer. Jack Suter. Annabelle Vance. Trisha Wells. Lily Wisner. Rachel Wright. Congratulations. And now the President of National Honor Society to explain the virtues.
The emblem of the society is the keystone and the flaming torch. The keystone bears at its base the letters C, S, L, and S, which stand for the 4 cardinal principles of this organization: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has confidence in himself and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, and thus a substantive charge to each of our members and to the candidates. And now, speaking on scholarship, is the Vice President of the National Honor Society.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study because he knows the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to one way. Through diligence and effort, learning furnishes the lamp which illuminates the future. Each candidate has the charge to continually expand his world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. And now speaking on service is the Secretary of National Honor Society.
Service can be expressed in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness without monetary compensation or without recognition for the benefit of those in need is the quality we seek in membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. And now, speaking on character, is the treasurer of National Honor Society.
Character is the force that distinguishes one person from another. It gives individuality and personality. It is that without which no one can respect himself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality when we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. And now, to conduct the pledge ceremony, the President of the National Honor Society.
At this time, would all new NHS members please stand and locate the National Honor Society pledge in your pamphlets. Now please join me as I lead you in the pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been elected. I pledge to hold as fundamental and worthy and untarnished character, to endeavor intelligently and courageously, to be a leader, to hold scholarly habits, to engage in worthy service. I shall maintain and encourage the high standards of character, scholarship, leadership, and service. I shall strive in every way to make these ideals the ideals of my school and of my life. I will now turn it over to Mrs. Warner.
Congratulations to all of our new National Honor Society members. Can we give them another round of applause? To our families, we want to thank you for supporting your child. This is a huge achievement at GHS. It's not just about what grades they get, it's also about their leadership, their service, and their character. So it does go beyond that. You are sending some truly amazing students to school, and so it makes our job a lot easier and much more enjoyable, and we really appreciate that. Thank you. You have worked hard. It has paid off. Congratulations. Mrs. Reichert and I look forward to working with each one of you. We would also like to thank all of our guests that were able to be here this evening. Thank you for taking time out of your evening to come here, even in the rain. A couple of our guests got rained on. I do have a few special thank yous to make this evening. A big thank you to Miss Emily McClear for playing the piano this evening. Thank you. Thank you to Mr. Brown, who has graciously offered to take those pictures, and usually within a couple days he has those back to me. We send those out to the students so that you have their individual picture as well as the group ones that we're going to take in just a minute. So thank you to Mr. Brown. I appreciate that. And thank you to each NHS member there along the back, and our officers up here who have volunteered their time to assemble some cookies and water to help with the treats that are going to be served afterwards. They set those up while you were in here, so big thanks to them as well. And I have to give a big shout out to my co-advisor, who's been more than a right-hand man this fall. She's done everything, like be on top of the emails, tell me when I have forgotten 4 or 5 things. She's kind of taken charge of some of those things with the students, and been in the classroom where they dropped things off and gotten things done. So thank you to Mrs. Riker.